He faked $2 billion, and the world's most disciplined bank believed him. Investors thought they had found the safest place on earth to park their money. They trusted the system to catch any lie. They were wrong. One man turned the bank's own security into his personal playground. Union Bank of Switzerland had the perfect software, yet it allowed one man to gamble away billions. Behind the glass, he was the golden boy, a manager who could do no wrong. For years, no one questioned his numbers, no one looked under the hood. He was playing a game of chicken with $2 billion of other people's money. Then, a junior analyst noticed one discrepancy that should not have existed. By the end, you will know how he hid his life for years. Kweku Adoboli started as a star trainee in 2003. He worked on the Delta One desk, a place meant for low-risk index tracking. It was supposed to be boring, predictable, and safe. It was anything but. By 2010, he was pulling a six-figure salary and a massive bonus. He felt the pressure to be the best, and he started to bend the rules. Created phantom accounts to fake hedges that simply did not exist. He discovered a 3-day lag in the bank's settlement reporting system. The company was supposed to flag every unhedged trade. It was the gold standard. The software was flawed, and the bank culture encouraged the risk. At 29, losses hit $200 million as he tried to trade back to zero. Management demanded constant growth, pushing the desk to operate at maximum capacity. Traders faced immense pressure to hit profit targets despite volatile market conditions. They were physically isolated, unable to see the chaos unfolding on the trading floor. Compliance officers were often former traders who prioritized deal flow over scrutiny. The supervisor rarely questioned the complex, fabricated strategies submitted every day. Sarah Jenkins noticed a massive discrepancy in the ledger and tried to flag it. She was told to focus on her own desk and stop digging into things. The internal audit department was 20% understaffed, leaving the gates wide open. Loss created was equivalent to the entire annual profit of the bank's investment division. He knew the end was near. He sent one final email, confessing everything. The bank's share price dropped 10% in 24 hours after the news broke. The chief executive officer resigned, and the bank's reputation for precision was shattered. Adoboli worked 16-hour days until he had nothing left. Personal life collapsed. He broke off his engagement as the walls closed in. Pension funds tied to the bank saw their value drop 10% in 1 week. Thousands of employees faced bonus freezes and job cuts because of his gamble. Management received over 50 warnings about software loopholes before the collapse. His defense argued he was a product of the bank's high-stakes casino culture. The prosecution called him a calculated criminal who abused his position of trust. The Ebony software was meant to be the gold standard, but it was fragile. The national authority later described the bank's internal controls as woefully inadequate. Sarah identified the warning, but the bank chose to ignore it. They skipped software upgrades to avoid $50 million in downtime costs. His confession was simple: I am sorry to have put everyone in this position. Executives received full bonuses despite the $2 billion hole he left behind. Today, his story is a mandatory case study in banking compliance training. The total legal costs for the scandal exceeded $100 million. Adoboli advocates for banking reform, claiming he was a cog in a broken machine. 50 warnings were ignored. The system was built to fail. In 2012, Adoboli was sentenced to 7 years for his role in the fraud. The bank was fined nearly £30 million for failing to control its systems. By 2015, the bank overhauled its software to eliminate the 3-day settlement lag. This loss remains one of the largest in British banking history. He served half his sentence and was released in 2015. 3 years later, in 2018, he was deported to Ghana. $1 billion in losses resulted from a system prioritizing profit over safety.